So judgment has been reserved in the matter between Jacob Zuma and the state capture inquiry. The commission wants the former president to be declared in contempt of court and sent to jail. This over his failure to comply with an order to appear before the commission. I'm joined now by Director of Accountability Now and constitutional law expert, Advocate Paul Hoffman. And thanks for your time, we appreciate it. So Jacob Zuma today described in court as a malicious individual who cynically maneuvers his way out of accountability. A fair description or not?
So I think that's a very fair description. Thanks, Shahan. It's one of those situations in which the real issue is that the court is being held in contempt. That's why the offence is called contempt of court. So really all that the commission is doing is putting the ball in play before the court, and the court has to protect its reputation, its effectiveness and its dignity, all of which are being hammered by the malicious attitude of the former president.
So the commission is arguing for 2 years in jail and also says the court should consider Zuma's failure to explain himself as an action that actually warrants their suggestion for that lengthy jail term. Do they have grounds for this?
So I think that might be taking it a little bit too far. My own preference is that a 2-year or more jail sentence that is suspended on condition that the former president, Mr. Zuma, comes to the State Capture Commission, on which the taxpayers have spent R1 billion, to give an account of his alleged involvement. And when I say alleged, it's alleged by 40 witnesses in the state capture process. If there is a suspended sentence of imprisonment that is suspended on condition that Mr. Zuma comes to the commission to answer the questions that are put to him, then the ball is in his court. And if he chooses not to come, he has nobody but himself to blame for not coming. The public interest is served by getting him to answer the questions, and that part of the public interest is not advanced by simply throwing him into jail because he is in a flagrant contempt of the highest court in the land because he has not responded to its order that he go and give his evidence to the commission.
Has Jacob Zuma been, blatantly disrespecting the Zondo Commission and the court? Because let's remember his argument that Justice Raymond Zondo is biased. So he says, as far as he's concerned, he should not put himself before that commission because he believes he'll be unfairly treated. The Constitutional Court thinks otherwise. The Zondo inquiry thinks otherwise as well. But that's his belief.
Yes, and if he really believed that, and if he was properly advised, he would have approached the courts to get an interdict to prevent the Zondo Commission from subpoenaing him until his pending review proceedings are finalized. He has chosen not to do that, I suspect, because he very well knows that he won't get an interdict from any court in South Africa, and that he will then be completely out of excuses for not going. It is not a good enough excuse to say, I have a review of the refusal to recuse pending. That doesn't stop the workings of the commission. An interdict could stop the workings of the commission if it was granted, but it hasn't been granted in this case.
All right, thank you so much.
Hasn't even been asked for. He hasn't even applied for an interdict.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Constitutional law expert, advocate Paul Hoffman.